Hello. Yes, I'm back again. Sorry, I don't have no music this time. Um, I'll have some next time, but not this time. My phone is dead. Um, as actually, it's not dead. It's just yeah, I guess it is dead. Yeah, my phone is dead. Um, so last time we spoke about listening and understanding. Um, that was a pretty big topic. Um, so I hope everybody understood what I was talking about in the regarding listening and understanding. I didn't see no comments, so take it that everybody did that listened to it. Today we're going to be talking about trust and communication. Trust and communication. What about trust is there? Anybody know? The You're almost right. You are right. The thing about trust is if you don't trust your partner, um, then you really don't have nothing because you can't trust them. And if you can't trust them, then everything is going to be going down the rabbit hole. Um, Trust is like the major major lifeline of a relationship. Um, and we're talking about all four or five of them, all four or five of the foundations, which is also the lifeblood of a relationship. But trust is probably like number one and number two. If you don't trust a person, you're not there. It's not lying. It's not lying. You, yes, you're right. You can tell a white lie every now and then. You can tell a white lie, but you know what? Them white lies are gonna pretty soon end up in telling all lies. So you gotta really be careful when you're telling a white lie. You don't want to get yourself involved in telling all lies because they can sneak up on you. Trust me, it sneaks up on you. Um, so when you're with your partner, tell him or her the truth all the time. I don't care if telling a lie makes you feel better. If telling the truth hurts, telling the truth is gonna always hurt. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it don't. Just depends on where the truth is coming from, I guess. But telling the truth, it can hurt. But if you want to keep your partner, whether it be relationships, partner, a friendship partner, a business partner, any kind of partner, If you want to keep that partner, it's always best to tell them the truth, because it's gonna come back. And if they find out that you're lying, that could hurt the relationship. That could hurt it so much that that's gonna be the end of it right then and there. So always tell the truth. And believe me, a lie is gonna come out one way or another. It will come out. The next thing we're gonna talk about is communication. Communication. Who can tell me about communication? I know you know what communication is. Communication is just like a line between 2 points. Think of a line from one end of your house to the other end of your house, or from one end of your house to all the way through your house to your neighbor's house to the end of their house. That's communication. Now we have telephones, cell phones. Before it was telegrams. Before that it was sending a message with people on horseback. Getting them a message on horseback. Because they had no technology. They didn't even know what technology was back there. Yeah, I'm going way back. I know. So, thing is, communication, if you don't take care of it, it can harm you. It can harm all of us if you don't take care of it. Communication, the basics is just one line from point A to point B, maybe even to point C, D, E, and F. If you can do that, that matching thing on a phone, y'all know what I'm talking about. So you gotta have good communication. Second is, like I just said, good communication. If you always trying to run the conversation, then that's not good. Matter of fact, that's bad. That's horrible bad. If you're trying to be the best talker and not the best listener, that's also bad. Yes, communication involves listening as well as talking. If you don't have listening down, then you're probably not going to have communication down. It goes hand in hand, basically. Communication there's two ways of communicating. There's talking at the person, and there's talking with the person. Who can tell me which one is the worst one? Anyone? Exactly. Talking to the person. Some of us don't realize it. Some of us do realize it, but some of us don't realize it. We always talk to the person and not with the person. And that destroys a relationship real quick. See, that's another real quick one. That can cause the other person to be interested in what you're saying at the beginning, but then lose interest in what you're saying because you're talking. After one topic, you go to another topic, and then you go to another topic. And you just keep on expanding yourself. And the other person is not going to have interest no more. And basically, he or she just might forget what their answer was to your question that you asked. And then they can start to get annoyed. And if they're a person like me, then they're going to start to get a headache and they're going to start to get annoyed. And then that person is going to more than likely stop being around you. And if he or she does be around you, it's going to be at a length. It might be an arm's length. It might be 3 arms length. Or it just might be a arm in, arm out, arm in, arm out kind of thing. So my point is, if you're talking to the person, you better be ready to have that relationship dissolved, because it's gonna get dissolved real quick, one way or another, real quick. Talking to the person, for those that are not, that keep looking at me like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Well, talking to the person, you might start asking a question. For example, you might start asking a question, and the other person is ready to answer as soon as you done finished asking your question. But instead of you stopping to let the other person answer your question, you keep going on. You keep going on to another topic. It might be something that you like. It might be something that your friend said. It might be something that happened in another country, in another state, that have you think about what you was just asking the question. and you keep asking them, putting them little key phrases in there, um, like he said, she said, this is what I was taught. Um, and just keep on talking and talking and talking, just like the Energizer Bunny. And a person is going to get tired and annoyed and a headache, and maybe it might even kick you out the car while it's driving. Now, talking with the person is the best way. That's the best form of communication, is talking with the person. When you talk with the person, if you're asking a question, then you're going to ask that question, and once you get to the question mark, you're going to stop and let the other person answer that question. And then you're going to listen to what the other person said. And then you're going to respond from that. If it's nothing, then fine. You can go on to what your friend said, or another country or state if you want. Fine. But if the answer is asking you something, then you answer back accordingly. And it don't just have to be a question. It can also be statements. It could just be chit chat. But you would ask, give them time to answer, or you would say something and give the other person time to respond to your statement or whatever came out your mouth. That would be communication. Then both of y'all would be happy, and both of y'all could develop a much more better relationship, a much stronger relationship, and get to know the person on a much better level, maybe even a much deeper level. So that's my thing today. I hope y'all enjoyed this. So please give me lots of likes and ring my bell and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good night. Blessed be. Namaste.